Welcome to Daughter Knows Best. That was weird. I'm Jeff.
I liked it. Well, usually I sing, so it was nice that you
And you're
sang.
Jay. Remember?
That's true.
I feel like we have a lot to talk about, but I don't know how much you want to disclose to the world.
Like what, my face?
Yeah, you had a rough time.
Well, it's fine now. Looks like nothing on here.
It looks like nothing. I just didn't know if you were making that like public knowledge that you like just try to decapitate your nose.
Why? It was an accident. Why would I not make it public knowledge?
I don't know. Or you have to tell people now.
Okay. So yes, I got hit in the face with a music stand. That's kind of what happened. Yeah, I got hit in the face with a music stand, and I thought my nose was broken. It was bleeding everywhere. It wasn't broken. It actually was fine. And my lip was cut open, like right here. And they put stitches in it, and they took them out. And now it kind of looks normal. But all over the last week.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's only been a week. It's crazy.
I know.
It's crazy because, it feels like in some ways it's been longer, but...
yeah, it's shiny because I don't have makeup on it, and I have my product on it, whatever I'm supposed to put on it. But, yeah, I like didn't move my face for a week, so I didn't like smile or laugh. And then when I went to get my stitches out the other day, I was like so overjoyed that I could laugh. Do you take it for granted?
Laughing?
Yes. Smiling. Laughing.
You're kind of like all those famous actresses and actors who get all the Botox and fillers and then they can't smile or emote in any way.
For a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we're back.
We're back, baby. I was going to say something else, but I decided not to.
We're back, bitches?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but I didn't.
So that was like my week. I did a self-tape. I had the recital thing for my students.
How did the self-tape go?
Good. Did you see it?
No.
Oh, Mom, I sent it to Mom. That's what I was wondering. I sent her 2 versions. She was like, these are both so good. She couldn't decide. And then we picked one. But yeah, it went really well.
Great. No, I didn't see it, but
I felt pretty good about it. It was fun.
What was it for? Jet? You don't have to give the exact details. Short film.
Yeah, short film, but it pays pretty well, and the scene wasn't bad. So,
Well, that'd be fun. Does it pay money?
Yeah, it pays pretty well. I don't do things that don't pay me anymore. I'm done with that.
Nice. Good for you. I think that's good. You are a professional.
I am I literally am. Like, I'm not doing things that don't pay me.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
You get paid, then you're a professional.
Well, I do get paid. Exactly. I have been. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, well, and I'm just chilling. Trying to think of what else. Like, not really much else going on. My face being fucked up was really like the bulk of my emotional energy this last week.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. I must say though, the night it actually happened, I thought you were going to be like freaking out, and then your mom showed me all these funny selfies you and Katie did in the emergency room, and I was like, oh, she seems like she's having a great time. Like, it doesn't seem like she's
because I didn't even realize I was cut initially, right?
Right.
Because the only thing that hurt was my nose, and it was bleeding profusely. But I didn't think it was broken because I could move the bone and stuff. So I was like, all right, I should check, but I think I'm fine. I felt fine mostly. I did. So yeah, I took those pictures because, I was just kind of like, lol. I didn't hurt that bad, honestly. So I just didn't think much was wrong. And then we took those pictures. And then I was like, okay. I was waiting for my name to get called, and I was getting kind of stressed at that point because I was like coughing up blood clots, like chunks of blood. And I was like, that's not good. But it was just my sinuses being irritated from the hit. But I was scared. So then and like the other thing is that cut, it didn't really bleed. Like, it was bloody, but it didn't bleed at all. So I just wasn't stressed about it. I didn't think it was that big. I didn't really think anything was happening. And then I thought they called my name, but they did call my name, but then someone else came in and they took it, they retracted that they had called my name. But I had already walked up and I was just stressed at that point, and then I started to cry at that point. Then I was like, oh my God. But I guess I didn't tell you, Mom, that because it wasn't really
No.
relevant. But I started to cry. And then it was really funny because I was sobbing, and Katie was like, literally, what's wrong? And I was like, it's just that I was supposed to go in and I thought that I messed up and I went to I thought I went to the wrong door or whatever. And anyway, it's fine. But I was freaking out a bit. And then,
Oh,
yeah, it was just, they were being dismissive because they weren't, you know what I mean? It was just a misunderstanding, but I got freaked out and I started crying because I was worried about my mouth and my nose, whatever. And I was like, what if I have brain damage? I don't know. And then finally, they called my name after that because I was still next. And I was crying at this point. So the lady was really scared for me. And I was like, oh, it's this. And I think she thought I was crying because it hurt so bad. So I got pushed through really quickly. So that was awesome. And she gave me a bunch of gauze and something to spit into because I was spitting into my own water bottle at that point. I just gave up on having water. And then because I didn't have any water, so we went to I forget what it's called, but it was the area where it's a bit more serious than baseline, but it's not crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it
It's
was
not
called.
critical, but it's definitely not
but they
I
get
need a
you
prescription.
through faster.
Yeah.
Yes. So I got to go sit there. And at that point I was so thirsty because my water had become where I was spitting, and then blood coming into your throat obviously is drying. And I was really hungry because I was supposed to have eaten dinner at this point, but I came to the ER. I was like, Katie, please, go find me water, find me food, at the vending machine. So she left. 4 seconds after she left, I got called in. And the guy was like, oh, you can bring a friend. And I was like, I don't know where she is. So I went in alone. And then he was like, yeah, we'll do some stitches. He was like, I guess we could x-ray your nose, but if it's fine. And I was like, it's honestly fine. So we didn't. And then he was like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna freeze your lip really quick. And I was like, is that a needle? And he was like, do you have a phobia of needles? And I was like, no, but I've never had a needle in my face. And
Yeah,
then,
totally.
yeah, but then he was like, oh, well, if you've had any dental work. And I was like, I really haven't. All I did was get my wisdom teeth out, but I don't remember that. I was
and
dead
you were put
out.
under too. They didn't just freeze.
I wasn't, but I was. Anyway.
You were, what's going on. But...
I literally was asleep. Yeah. But anyway, I don't remember that. So I said that, and then he was like, oh, and he was nervous. The other thing is I had told him oh, I have a blood disorder, whatever. I just always tell whatever anything happens at the doctor, I'll be bringing it up just in case. Cause it's random. And he didn't know what it was. No one does. And then he was really stressed about that. I think I really freaked him out. He was like, oh, okay. What does your hematologist say? And I was like, my what? No one I've ever told knows what that is, essentially. So I told him that.
And in reality, you don't, you only have one allele. So
I told him that too, but he didn't. So he was really.
It's just it's something that's in your family, but you've personally had no troubles, and I personally had no troubles, but people in your family have had troubles. So I don't even tell people anymore.
Dad.
I don't.
But there's medications you shouldn't take. I recently, so because of this experience, because it just reminded me, so no one knows what it is. He asked what my hematologist said. I said, I do not have one. No one I've ever brought this up to knows what it is. And he was like, so I think that really freaked him out as well. And then I was stressed because I was like, I don't really want to have a needle in my face. So we were all stressed.
He could just Google it.
I don't know. He didn't. Anyway, usually they do Google it actually in front of me. And one of them read the AI summary and was like, okay. And it was prescribing me things. That was a while ago.
This is fine.
That was a while ago. But he was trying to put me on birth control. And I went, I can't. And he was like, yeah, you can. And I was like, no, I can't. Anyway, it's fine. So this man, yes, he doesn't Google it. He goes into needle my face. And I started crying because I was like, and he, it's 4 needles. He went 1, 2, 3, 4. So he put 4 needles in my face. I'm obviously crying. I was already on the verge of tears. I was crying throughout the hospital visit. And he was like, he was like, oh, you know, like sometimes the freezing stuff like makes us cry. Even if we're not actually crying, we don't mean to cry.
And
And
you're
I
like,
was
no,
like,
I mean
I'm
to.
crying. Like, I am crying right now. I'm upset. I'm afraid. You're needling my face 4 times. Like, anyway, and I'm alone because Katie's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, once
Anyway,
you get past the security thing in there, it's hard as another person to get back there. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, they don't want to
yeah,
let people back, so you're kind of stuck sometimes.
I know. And I
I've
couldn't be
had
on
to do
my
that
phone
before.
because he
I've
was
had to
needling
go
my
and like say
face.
talk to the little nursey person and go, yeah, my partner's back there, and I want to go find them, and they're like, usually they do
No.
let me, but
Well, yeah,
no, they
usually they
usually
let
let.
you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so he did that, and then he did the stitches. Stitches were fine. And then I was just really upset. I don't know. At that point, I think it started to hit me. I was like, this is gonna be a scar. And then I was kind of upset about that. And also he like told me nothing. Like he he gave me a prescription for something, but then he came back with a tube and I went, this is that? It
Hmm.
wasn't. It was something else, but he didn't specify at all really. Um so I was like, all
Sometimes they've
right.
got a bunch of samples and like, here's something in the interim, but go get your
I think that's
prescription.
what
Here's
happened.
the
He
real
didn't
deal.
say that. So then I
Yeah.
thought, great, this is that. So I didn't get my prescription until like 2 days later, but it's fine. Obviously it's fine. But yeah, so I had that and I don't know, he gave me some gauze. But yeah, then eventually I was like, can my partner please come back here? And then he was like, he can just come back. He can just walk right in. I was like, I know. I just like, okay. And then I like texted Katie to get back. But yeah, I was freaking out on and off. But then also it was kind of funny because also it was probably fine. Like I was like, I think it's okay, you know?
Yeah, and it is totally fine.
Obviously. Well,
Like
originally I wasn't gonna go anywhere. I just thought I hit myself hard and I was just gonna get over it. You know, I was just gonna get up and teach my
it looked
lessons.
deep though. When I first saw the pictures, I was like, that's pretty deep.
It didn't hurt. My nose hurt a
I
lot,
know.
but
But just 'cause it doesn't hurt doesn't mean it's not
I
deep.
know.
It
It
would take a
didn't
long time to heal.
gush
Like
like
stitches may, if you hadn't gone, you would have a way worse scar because it wouldn't have pushed it together, right? So you did the right thing.
yeah,
Thank you.
well, I was gonna go once my nose was bleeding, I was like, oh, I should probably go. Um It became clear pretty quickly, especially because I was like bleeding all over my clothes and like in the fucking music school, and I was like, I don't.
What did all the kids do?
They
Were
weren't
they like,
there. They weren't there.
uh,
I was teaching one lesson, and then I had like a 15-minute break before my next lesson.
you're
Luckily, and
setting
that's when
up?
it happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They got rid of the stand; it was broken. But um, but I'm annoyed because, like, Michael was like well, he actually went, "Oh, I'm just with like his own children." He was like, "I'm with the kids at the park. I'm gonna drop off and come." I was already at the hospital this way. I'm like, "No, I'm not there. I'm gone." Because I guess like our admin person told him like that it had happened because I went to her when it happened and asked her to like reschedule everything. Um, and he was like, "I'm gonna come," and I was like, "I'm not there." And then he asked if there's anything else he could do, and I was like, "Just like grease or oil the stands would be awesome." And then yeah, anyway, he got rid of the stand, but I don't think they're gonna oil the stand. I hope they oil the stands. I hope.
But just don't put your face over top of it when you do it.
Well, I won't, but like I didn't do that, right? I wasn't right in front of it. I was just pulling it up. Stands are okay. Imagine this is a music
I
stand,
I know exactly
but
what
it's
music stands
tilted
for.
here
Yeah.
and it's down low. I
Hmm.
wasn't right over it. It's just that when I pulled it, it went this way
Hmm.
because physics. And well, I wasn't, and mom said that too. She was like, why were you? It's like, I wasn't doing that. I just pulled it up. It was really, when it's at the bottom, you don't think the head's not supposed to come off. At least not on that kind. Cause you know, some of them have the windy thing on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
head.
yeah.
It wasn't that kind. It was the kind that's attached. So it's not supposed to come off. I didn't think it would. It's never
Yeah.
happened. Like,
Well, I'm glad they got rid of the stand, so at least that won't happen again.
yes. So yeah, that
But you
is what my week
survived,
was.
and you still look beautiful, and everything's fine, so it's all good.
It actually is fine, yeah. It was really hilarious. I was telling mom, I was like, this is my week of being chopped before being really hot again. Like I have like because I can't cover the scar with makeup right now, so it's just out. I mean, it looks like nothing. But then like my hair, so for our viewers, I recently got a perm and it looks really wonk for the first couple days until I get to wash it. I'm not allowed to wash it yet. So like I just look a bit crazy in every aspect right now. but that's okay.
You're
It's gonna
like
be
the
so hot this summer.
you're like the ugly duckling, and then the white swan emerges. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool. I didn't have anything crazy like that happen. I didn't like hurt myself or anything.
You
But
really? Because I was just thinking about how you always have like a random injury in your hand that's infected.
I do have that. I've had that many times, but I haven't had it for quite a little
I feel
while
like you
because
always have at least
I'm
2.
really good now at as soon as I cut myself, I show your mom and she's like, oh, you should put something on that.
Why do you cut yourself so much?
I don't know, just like I'm doing yard work or construction-y things, in the house.
Is that why? It's not from like cooking.
No.
Okay,
God,
good.
no.
I just like, well, now I'm like, because, okay, here's the thing. I'm pretty clumsy as a person. And this was a bit of a wake up call because I was kind of like, how much of this was my fault? Like a little.
You could be more careful, obviously.
I could have been more careful. And I'm pretty clumsy. I do hurt myself a lot. I bruise myself a lot. And so I kind of was like, I think I need to be carefuler. Like, I think that's true.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I always have burns. Like I have a burn on my hand from
I have
cooking.
a burn on my arm right now.
But I just don't even care. I'm like, I got a burn.
Actually, it's not that bad right now. It was pretty bad till yesterday. But that sucks because that's from carrying plates at work. They're hot. And I have to put them on my arms.
And then you're like to the people, this is really hot. Don't touch it, even though I've already burned my flesh on it.
Well, the kitchen's very nice. Like sometimes I'll be like, this is too hot. I'm going to come back for those too. But no one else does that. So I just look like a pussy. But I'm just like, I don't want to burn myself. It's not comfortable.
I would do it. I
don't
what? Care. I would go back for it. A hot thing.
Yeah. I don't usually carry 4 plates at a time. Like at that point, we're bragging. Like it's not that much more time to go back and get some. Come on.
Your restaurant's not like acres. It's teeny.
No, it's exactly. The tables are right there. I am not carrying 4 plates to table 13 when literally you exit the kitchen, table 13.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
But some restaurants are huge, and I can kind of see why they do it because it's like a trek to get back. Or there's what restaurant? I was in a restaurant recently. I forget which one it was, but the kitchen is like downstairs. Like the kitchen is downstairs and the restaurant's upstairs, so they have to go downstairs to get all the food and come up the stairs.
Sucks.
That sounds horrible.
I never
waited.
I've never, knock on wood. I work tomorrow, but I've never dropped like food, like a plate of food. Thank God.
It could happen.
It's never happened to me, but that would be bad.
Cool. So, what's new? I'm off to Chicago in 2 days. Chicago for work.
Do you wear compression socks on planes?
No.
Okay.
I probably should, though.
You should. Well, everyone should actually. But I was reading about, I was just saying that I was reading about our blood thing. And we really should, actually. We're like the people who should.
Yeah, and I went on when I was in BC recently, that's a long flight. It's like 6 hours of flying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think even my next flight, Chicago, is pretty long. It's a direct flight. I want to say it's like 4 or 5 hours. So
you should buy some.
I probably should.
I'm actually dead serious. You really should. Because it's pretty, that's the one thing that's kind of dangerous for like us. Like it's because it's all in the legs is the most common place to get that.
Yeah.
Blood clot.
I know that they recommend everybody does it, especially on longer flights.
But us more.
Yeah.
I was Googling this. I also realized that we're not supposed to smoke. Not that I am a smoker, obviously.
I don't smoke.
Well, I know, but I have smoked in my lifetime, and I was like, oh, oops. Like I had no idea.
I think they mean people that smoke like.
No, you're not supposed to smoke.
Like one time.
Because it raises your blood pressure, and you could have a clot. Like it, you know what I mean? Like
my blood pressure was super high for years and years.
Okay, well,
for a while.
Can you be careful?
I'm good now.
Wear compression socks. I'm going to start.
All right.
That would be such a dumb way to die.
You're right. That would be. Okay. So now that we're done.
You're done.
Now that we're not, I don't want to talk about death, so we're going to move on.
Okay.
So do you remember the topic I sent you?
I remember the topic. I'm excited.
What is it for the listener?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. So I picked the topic, and the reason I picked OnlyFans is because I kept seeing articles about how OnlyFans isn't just for naughty stuff anymore. It's actually become more mainstream, and all these mainstream celebrities, more mainstream celebrities are joining.
All these mainstream celebrities.
More mainstream celebrities
name one.
Oh, we're going to talk all about that.
Okay.
So, from what I was reading, they're trying to some celebrities are trying to retake their personal branding, and they're trying to get money, like monetize their branding without going through like agents and without going through all these different things. And a direct way to the consumer is through OnlyFans. And considering social media and the culture and how we've been talking a lot about this on the pod, how there's definitely less privacy than there used to be, like in the 90s when you had some big celebrity and there was no way anybody could access them. That the lines are really blurred between celebrity culture and real culture. Yes. And so, and their public and private identities kind of blurred. So I think that they're kind of been like, screw it, I'm going to make some cash. I'm just going to go on to OnlyFans. Okay. So what are your first instincts when I say that? Because you already had a kind of a visceral response.
I don't really think mainstream. I doubt they're mainstream because those people don't need to make money really in that way. They're not hungry for cash.
Well, actually, I've got a game. Maybe we should start with the game. So if I start talking about the celebrities, then you're going to be like, you'll know the answers to the game.
Okay.
So the game is on OnlyFans or not on OnlyFans?
I guess that might be the game.
I thought you might.
All right.
So this is the easy round. Round one. Ding, ding, ding. Bella Thorne.
Yeah.
She is on OnlyFans.
Okay. I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised.
And supposedly, right off the bat, she made like her first weeks, she made like millions of dollars.
See, I wouldn't call her like a mainstream celebrity though. She's B-list at best.
Cardi B.
Okay. She used to be a stripper, but I don't know why she would need to do that now.
So you're saying, yeah, she is.
Why would she? Cardi.
She didn't use it for like super explicit content. She used it for behind the scene videos of like her tour and different things, and she put it on OnlyFans to make money. My point is, I think they're using OnlyFans.
I mean,
less
some
for
people.
Some
sure.
people. Yeah. LeBron James. He's not. Tyga.
Tyga.
Tyga. Tyga. Tyga.
Tigger.
Tigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's on OnlyFans. You'll know this one. Kim K.
No.
She did not, but a lot of people assume she did for some unknown reason.
That's hilarious. No, she did one sex tape. I'm not defending her, but that is all she did sexually, really.
I know, but for some unknown reason, people think she is on it, but she is not on it. She never joined in.
She actually wouldn't, honestly, not now. She doesn't need to, once again.
No, not even close. Iggy Azalea.
Sure.
She is. She did. She used it as part of this big multimedia project branding strategy thing. So she did actually do it.
All right. Good for her.
DJ Khalid.
No.
He's not.
Okay.
Carmen Electra.
Who's that?
Oh, she's a celebrity from back in the day. Or what has Carmen been on that you would know? I think she might have been on like Baywatch. Like the original Baywatch.
Electra. She sounds like a Monster High doll.
It's not her real name, but
it sounds like a Monster High doll.
Really, I thought it sounds like there's a Marvel character that dated Daredevil.
Okay. Do you remember Monster High dolls?
Yeah.
Do you remember their names? They're all like that.
She was in Scary Movie. She was in.
Okay, this isn't helping me. It's
Baywatch.
Okay. An actor.
Yeah. She's in Baywatch. She actually did do stuff for Playboy way back in the day. She was in Cheaper by the Dozen 2.
Is Playboy porn? Like specifically?
It's not really. It's nudity. I wouldn't call it porn. Well, no, it's okay.
I mean, yeah. No?
Yeah. All right. So she did actually go to OnlyFans.
All right.
Black. I don't know how to say it. It's Black China.
Oh. No.
Yes.
Why?
One of the platform's highest profile users.
I did not know that. Okay.
Okay, round 3. Denise Richards. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I think. No.
Yes.
What? How old is she?
Oh, she's got to be like my age.
Old.
Or
like not old, but like.
No, it may
probably
more like your.
Than you.
No, I think she's younger. I think she's probably more like your mom's
I don't know who.
age.
Wait, I kind of know who this is, but not really.
She's probably more your mom's age. Let's see. Denise Richards. She's older than me. You're right.
That's what I thought.
She's 55.
Well, I guess she's not that much older.
I don't know who this is. You might. Bad Bobby.
Bad Baby?
Bad Baby.
Sure.
Yeah. She
okay,
is.
Yeah.
Amber Rose.
Who's Amber Rose?
I don't know. Let's see. American media personality, model, actress, activist from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, known for a distinctive buzz cut.
I feel like she hasn't done a lot here that I would know. You know?
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Not to shade her, but I don't know these things. Yes.
Martha Stewart.
No.
She's
right?
Not.
Okay.
But you know,
she is cray though.
Yeah, and she's hanging out with like Snoop Dogg now, so you never know, man. Like
she hung out with Kris Jenner on the show.
I feel like she's just doing whatever.
Wait,
man.
there was such a funny episode though, because she hung out with Kris Jenner, because Kris wanted to know about her peacocks that she owns.
Yes.
Have I told you this?
You told me the story about them searching for peacocks. Yeah.
Yeah. Search. Oh, you mean yeah? So they went to a peacock farm and Chloe set one free.
Yeah.
By accident. It was really funny. Anyway, Martha Stewart was in that episode. It was such a funny episode. Hilarious. Do you have more?
Paige Van Zandt.
I don't know who that is.
So Paige Van Zandt is an MMA fighter, like mixed martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't know who she is, but she is on OnlyFans, and she's publicly said she makes way more money there than she ever did fighting on MMA. That's all I have.
Wow.
So there's a lot of people on there that you didn't think. I would
say only maybe 2 of those people are mainstream, though.
But you were surprised by some of them.
Yeah, it was.
Do you think it's OnlyFans is becoming more normalized?
I think it was, and now it's kind of gone full circle.
It's not anymore.
I don't know. Like, I think people were like, "Oh, like what the hell? This new thing? It's porn." And then they were like, "Oh, maybe it's fine." And now they're like, "Fuck it!" Like now,
it's actually.
I don't know why. Yeah, like it kind of went back. I think we were talking about this last episode. We have to mention Sydney Sweeney. You know, so about her.
I should have thrown her in the mix. You would have been like, no.
I definitely know. But yes, so she plays Cassie on Euphoria. I was talking about this. How she plays in this season, yeah. Cassie's like on OnlyFans is the plot line.
Yeah.
I think I said that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did.
So it's interesting because when you were saying that, Cassie the season just ended, but the whole season she's been like, people don't know it's like not just for porn anymore. It's like blah, 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 blah. But everyone's like, mm-hmm. And then she ends up doing porn. But
yeah. But I mean, I feel like if people have a parasocial relationship with somebody anyway, and somebody's like, look, I might as well just make a ton of money off of this. Even if they did it for like a few months, 3 months, and they made like millions of dollars and then just shut it down. Like, I don't see I mean, if they're not doing, if they want to do porn, that's fine too. I don't really care. But I mean, my point is, if whatever people want to do, man, they should just do it. I'm fine with it personally. I'm not ever paying for OnlyFans. Like, that's silly and stupid. But hey, if people want to do it, that's fine.
I feel like people, they'll post like half naked, and that is their right, like pictures on Instagram, and then like not get money for it. Like people just do that for fun, right?
So they could do the exact same thing on OnlyFans and literally make millions of dollars.
I don't think most people do make millions of dollars though.
No, like the average person.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear these stories about average people, like pretty people, but average people that do make quite a bit of money. But when you read about, like, there's been a few news articles about it, and they're like, oh yeah, I make like $100,000 a month or whatever. Like, oh my God. But it's not like they just put a picture on and they screw off. Like,
they have to do a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're marketing, they're literally
They have to
answering.
talk to all the DMs. They have to,
Yeah.
so in Euphoria, Cassie is like sending packages because like a lot of she does requests, right? People will ask for like her underwear and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like there's a lot of like and I've seen that in real life too, but there's a lot of like mailing,
Yeah.
DMing,
Yeah.
like sometimes video chats, depending on how much they're paying you. Like
Yeah.
it's a
And
job
it's probably
for
really
sure.
it's probably really creepy
Well,
too.
people are acting like OnlyFans is like a new concept. Like it's just sex work again. It's the same thing.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
totally is. And a lot, and I know a bunch of OnlyFans people kind of got in trouble, some of the bigger names on the platform, because they were outsourcing their DMs to like a company. And there was like a call center kind of company in like the Philippines, I want
That's
to
happened
say.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah, in the Philippines. And they were answering all the different DMs.
Mm-hmm.
And these OnlyFans people were like, look, it literally wouldn't be possible. I could like answer DMs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I still wouldn't be able to do it. Like it's not possible. So this is what you get. You get like some other person.
Well,
But that's kind of, but the whole
wait, but
point of it is it's them. You know what I mean? That's the whole.
that's been established. So Katie actually, when she was in school, one of the short films she scored, what she scored like a bunch. One of them was this person made a short film about a person who their job was to answer DMs for a sex worker.
Right.
Um, and well, I just like I felt like that was already established. I've heard a lot of tell about that. Like that's a job. Most people, if they're big enough, they don't answer their own DMs.
Celebrities and all these people don't either, right? Like they have people.
Celebrities don't even answer the DMs, period.
Well, no, I mean,
You mean
sometimes,
OnlyFans?
I think sometimes somebody monitors all that though, in case
Yeah.
they want to jump in on something, and so they can create some buzz or hype, or because sometimes you do see celebrities actually answer sometimes, and it's really funny because it's like you don't expect them to, is what's funny about it,
Yeah.
you know? You ever see those videos? It's like, I'm going to like, I don't know, I'm gonna play my tuba until, you know, some celebrity, messages
Right.
me, and
And it's
they
like
do
an
like
account where it's
every
literally just
day. Yeah,
that.
every day they
Yeah.
do something until the celebrity does something. And once in a
Yeah.
while they actually do
Well, if you do it
stuff.
every day, sure.
No, and there was
Eventually.
one where like some people, some dude, he like his dad died in like Iraq or something, or like Afghanistan, and he sent some DM to like some celebrity to go to prom, and she like showed up. She like, I forget, this is years ago now, but anyway.
Yeah. That stuff happens less now, I think.
Um,
But
but I think like everything's content now. Like, you know what I mean? Like I
sure.
feel like, and if you're, especially the minor celebrities, like if you're doing okay, but you're not like making $10 million a film, I can see why you're like, meh, like they want more access. And it's kind of a big
Yeah.
deal. Like Bella
Well,
Thorne was a big deal. Bella Thorne made a ton of money off of her going on.
I think part of that is the novelty of it because it's Bella Thorne, though. Like
Right.
people are are they even really? Are all of them really even attracted to her? Is it because it's Bella Thorne, and it's kind of like interesting?
I mean, you're right. But it's like, yeah, and if a regular Joe did it, which that happens all the time, people are like, yeah, whatevs, right? But the flip side, it's not like Bella Thorne was making a ton of money. Like she made money when she was younger, but she wasn't making as much money later.
I mean,
So
she's in
supposedly
movies
in the first
sometimes, or
24
she
hours she
was.
posts on OnlyFans, she made $1 million in 24 hours.
Wow.
She made more than 2 million after less than a week.
I mean, yeah, that's crazy. But I mean, she has to know because she was like after, the kids show and stuff. She was in movies every now and then. Like she has to know that will limit her. Maybe she doesn't care, which is fine. And not that it should. I don't really know how I
So,
feel about all the weird old-fashioned stuff with acting, But
so she was reportedly charged $20 a month back in 2020 when she first joined. And it generated tons of publicity because she was the first more mainstream person to kind of go onto it.
yeah.
But it was a lot of controversy because people bought the premium packages
Uh-huh.
And they would assume because it's OnlyFans, there's going to be nudity, and there wasn't. So they actually a lot of people demanded refunds.
What was it?
I don't know. Wasn't nudity supposedly?
What did she even post? Was it
Uh,
sexual at all?
I don't know. Let's find out. We need a person that can just fact check us in real time instead of me having to
Oh, you mean like
we
like your
need
favorite pod?
Katie just doing it.
Well, she'll pop in. Sometimes she does. Do you ever notice she puts clips and audio clips of stuff we're talking about all the time? Or she'll explain it.
Yeah, it's true.
You want
Okay,
her to
so
be physically here.
broadly, Bella's account. Yeah, I want her to literally be here and just be our minion. Broadly, she did have lingerie and swimsuit photos, behind the scene content, personal photos and videos. She did
Okay.
interact directly with fans.
That's pretty
Um,
good.
but people assumed because it was OnlyFans that there would be full on like naked Bella Thorne, and there wasn't.
Real.
So I think that the reason she made so much in the first 24 hours, people were like, "Oh yeah, naked Bella Thorne." They throw her $20 down, and then they're like, "Oh, this isn't that." And then they just obviously, I assume, stopped their subscription. So she made a lot initially. The flip side, she made $2 million in like a week.
Yeah.
That's crazy for posting swimsuit pictures. Like that's
It's not unheard of. I mean, modeling, similar.
$2 million in a week
No,
modeling.
no.
Okay.
But, well, yeah.
And I think that supposedly they kind of marketed more like it was going to be like, ooh, Bella Thorne, like you've never seen her before. And then it's her in like her bikini. And they're
Which,
like,
like, I'm certain
oh.
she would post on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was 6 years ago. So I don't know.
That was 6 years ago?
Said 2020. Yeah.
It's
So
crazy.
she was an early adopter.
Well, I remember, was it in 2020 when OnlyFans kind of started? Around then when it blew up?
When, sorry?
In 2020.
Oh, I think it was before that, wasn't it?
I don't
Or,
know.
or was it? Yeah, you're right. Was there something about COVID?
I don't know.
So Shannon Elizabeth joined recently.
Who's that?
She was on American Pie. Did you ever see that movie?
I did, but a long time ago. How old is she?
Probably around your
How old are
mom's
these
age.
people? Like, I didn't know that there was a market for that, honestly. Like, nothing wrong
Oh,
with it. I just no, because listen, who's buying stuff on OnlyFans? Men mostly, right?
so
And
OnlyFans
men are
launched in
not
2016,
okay.
and it became more mainstream in 2020, like you said, during COVID.
Okay.
It was a niche platform until 2020.
It wasn't for porn. I know that.
It wasn't originally for porn. What was it
No,
for?
it was for anything.
Oh,
It was supposed
anybody
to be
wants
like
it
a
for that.
social media where you could
Yeah, but
get paid.
it
It
definitely
sucks because
became.
that could be cool.
Well, I mean, Patron's kind of like that.
Patron?
It's Patron, isn't it?
No, it's definitely patron.
I thought it was Patron.
Patron. It's patron.
Patron.
Patron. Because patron. You become a patron.
I understand the concept. Yeah.
Yeah, patron. I just know, well, because like when you listen to like podcasts and stuff, they go like Patreon, you know?
Oh, Patreon. That's
Yeah.
why it's not patron. It's Patreon.
No, but yes, it's
Yeah.
Patreon.
And it wasn't just patron. I'm like, that sounds wrong. Patreon. Yeah. So, yeah, that's sort of the same idea. What you said. Oh, that'd be cool. Well, they kind of already have that.
Sort of, but like, I think OnlyFans, it's kind of like, so, you know, like TikTok, there's all the controversy about how, Canada can't access the creators fund, so they can't get paid
Right.
for being on TikToks or
Yeah.
being on TikTok, right?
Yeah. But they were supposed to be like years ago, like 4 years ago, they said they were changing it so Canadians
they
could.
never do. Sucks for not me, but for some. But yeah, like that's a thing. I guess what I mean is like it kind of sounds like that, like with the videos and stuff. It could be like a social media where you get paid, you know?
Yeah, and it's too bad. I mean, maybe Bella Thorne's doing it right because I think that people would like want more access to certain celebrities. They would pay for it, even if it's not like nude. They would just pay more for more access, right? And if you think about it, if you're a celebrity, especially like a B celebrity, fans pay the studio more than you if there's a movie. They pay the TV network if you're on a TV show. They pay the record label. Like, at least with this, it's directly to you. It's
Actually,
literally.
I think they did start that on Instagram though, where there's like a paid, like you can pay more for some people, but it's
And
kind
they
of
give
like
you
not,
more access.
yeah, but it's kind of unclassy,
Oh, I
I
read
think.
actually recently there's there's a subscription. Meta, so Instagram and Facebook are going to have subscriptions you can get if you want that gives you more stuff.
This is so.
But on Insta, I think it's actually for creators. You get more access behind the scenes to figure out stuff, but you have to pay money, a monthly fee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think, yeah. Don't they have that on YouTube now too? They have like, you can pay for certain videos. I think
Yeah,
they
and
do.
I know you can definitely, and you can also just give like tips on YouTube. Like you can say like,
You
oh,
can do
here's
tips on
like,
TikTok too. And
yeah,
Canadians can access that.
okay.
I actually knew a girl at Acadia who would go live and would insult people, and then they would pay her. I don't really, that was her, she made a lot of money.
Sounds smart. So do you think so now you're saying OnlyFans now is like not good anymore.
No, 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 no.
It was coming
It's,
out of its porn
I
and now it's back to being porn
I think
again.
the reputation of it, yeah, it will continue to be porn. Listen, porn exists. It's never gonna not exist. Like, it's fine. It's just
All
another way of
right.
doing it.
So Lord, you love
Yes,
Lord.
I do. Are you
She
gonna talk about
launches a
Lord's Bush?
no, she launches
Oh,
an OnlyFans tomorrow. There's no adult content on it, but there's
um,
lots of really cool exclusive
no,
stuff.
I don't
Would you
care.
pay for it?
No.
Okay, was there anybody you would pay money to see exclusive?
Probably not. I don't think I'm gonna. I don't know. Like I'm just. There's enough content in the world. I almost feel like I can't. Or I already can't get to all of it. Like I don't really need more.
Do you have any friends that are like obsessed with a certain like artist or band?
Katie's more. We've talked before. Katie's more chronically online than me. She might. Like so for her birthday, I bought her tickets to go to Adam McIntyre's show in Toronto. He's literally a YouTuber. And
He had like a live taping or something?
no, no, it's not like a taping, but it's just a live show. Like he's preparing a
Oh,
show. They do that sometimes, but he's going on tour and we're going for her birthday. But I just like, not that I would never do that. I've just never felt the urge. Like I never felt like I cared quite enough. Like, you know,
so
Katie might.
you think Katie would pay for premium content hypothetically on somebody she really liked?
Yeah, maybe.
Hey y'all, it's Katie from editing. I know you're just dying to know the answer to this question. I do currently subscribe to one creator for extra content, which is 365 Hockey Girl. It's not really about the extra content. I think there's like a little bit, but mostly it's just because she makes like excellent PWHL coverage, and I'm a big fan and I like to see it. Shout out Ava. And I think in the past I subscribed to Matt Bernstein's A Bit Fruity podcast Patreon. I don't currently subscribe, but I would do it again for some extra podcast episodes. I don't think it's weird. Like, I don't know. I don't subscribe to a lot of people, but don't let them make you feel weird if you do. It's just like having Netflix or something like that. It's just like paying for art, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's not that I wouldn't like, I'd pay to like go to a concert, obviously, or like that feels like,
Sure. Sure. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna, yeah, it's funny because like, that venue in Toronto where it's outside, that concert venue that you guys were talking about.
uh-huh.
I saw some pictures of some people like at a show and they were it's so far, like you could be really far from that stage that I'm like, why even bother? Like
Yeah.
the people are like
Some of the Eras tour
literally
videos are like that.
this big and like, it reminds me when I was a kid and I went to the Sky Dome to see a baseball game and, I was out of university. I wasn't really a kid, but I had no money. So we paid like $10 and we were in the super nosebleeds and you couldn't even tell what was going on because it was like little, it was almost like little smaller than ants running around. You couldn't even tell it was so small. They had huge
Yeah.
screens, but I'm like, why? screens. Well, I might as well watch it on TV. Like, what's the difference?
I personally feel like if I'm gonna be at a concert, I like floor tickets. Like I like dancing. I don't love sitting at a concert. I'm just like,
Yeah, but
I want to participate.
We went to see Green Day. We didn't sit. We stood the whole time and danced, and but we weren't on the floor.
Oh, okay. Well, we went to see Brandy Carlisle recently. It was Katie's present for our parents for Christmas, which was really good. But we were sitting and we were in like, where were we? Scotiabank or something? I don't remember. But we were on the side. We were like side on. So it was just kind of like awkward. It wasn't like super filled up on that side. Like it would be awkward to like stand and dance for like the random middle-aged people who were like sitting. Like it just, and we weren't the target demographic for Brandy Carlisle really. So like
yeah, that's different, I think, too. But
yeah.
Cool.
But like, as you know, my favorite concert I ever went to was Fionn.
Yes.
Which was not, it was the smallest, tiniest thing. They're back at that venue. They're back at the Rivoli.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know, because I think I told you this, I don't love their most recent
Sure,
music.
but you are their biggest fan.
Maybe. It might be. Truly.
I mean, that's kind of cool, though. I mean, good for them.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think they're doing well. I hope they write good music. Not to be a jerk. I feel that way about like the Beaches too, which is another like female Canadian band that I'm like, I want to love you. You used to be good. What happened?
I'm not a big fan of Beaches.
I love the Beaches. They're named after the beaches, right?
I know.
Like where we live. Yeah. Okay. They're old stuff that I used to play it around the house. Like you have some of it. Don't you have a t-shirt? Left your t-shirt at my apartment.
I do.
I'm not giving it back. Like, come on. Desdemona. Desdemona. Everything she says is roller coaster. No?
I'd rather hear you sing it.
Roller, nobody can control her. Come on.
Yeah,
do you know
it's
what I'm
fine.
talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I do. And I think they're okay.
Their newer stuff isn't good, though, I will say. I don't like it.
Oh.
And they've just actually gotten a bunch of attention for some reason in the media, and like they're kind of blowing up, or they were for a minute. And I was like, why now? Like there's stuff from
I remember
years ago,
like
so much better.
Like 3 or 4 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, I was driving somewhere far, and I had CBC on, and they were like on like what used to, I don't know if they still do it on Fridays. They used to do like a concert, not live, but like a tape concert, and it was the Beaches. And I was listening to it. I didn't love it. This was like a while ago though, so like 5 or 6 years ago. So
I feel like that's when I liked their stuff though.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But I didn't listen to the whole concert. But I was just kind of like, who are these people?
Well, anyway, I hope Fionn and the Beaches come out of this thing they're stuck with. What? Sorry, we've gotten so off topic.
So back to OnlyFans.
Yes.
Do you think? I think in general, because that your generation is more comfortable with adult content than old people like me.
What do you mean?
You're more comfortable, like you even said, if somebody wants to do that, that's fine. Like you're like, I feel like you're more like, it's okay, and like,
sure. I mean, get the bag, honestly. I listen, I'm obviously an actor, like I probably shouldn't do that. But like, and I will say, like, I've thought about this actually recently because of the show I was in. But like, I think I've had opportunities where I have felt closer. I'm not a sex worker. I never have been, but I've done things where I've felt like it's closer to that than like most people, closer to that feeling than most people would get, I guess.
Yeah. Not like a normal human, like friends of yours, a lot of friends of yours went
as
and
a performer, right? It's like
a lot of friends of yours got like BEDs, and then they went and they taught, grade 8
yes.
or whatever. That's very different than your day-to-day job, right? Where you go out and do gigs or even audition for things, right?
Yeah, auditioning, doing actual like filming stuff, being in shows, dancing around. I literally pole danced in the last musical I was in. And then like even like I work for an event company and like dance there. And that and Theater Mama is the most I've felt like
Well,
Even
Theater
though
Mama,
Theater Mama, I was so clothed, like nothing about it was sexual, but people made it sexual.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. That's the trick. If
and
people
that's
make it
actually,
sexual,
yeah. So that and Medusa, those two places, because of the nature of it, in Theater Mama, I was just wearing red tights and heels, but because of that and being in Times Square, they
well,
just got
and
harassed.
Medusa, some of those things. I mean,
Listen, it's
they're
not sex
clothed.
work. It's high-end event like dancers. You know, a dancer's outfits, they're just like
No,
that, like
I understand,
historically. Yeah.
but it's adjacent.
It's not adjacent to sex work, but the outfit, yes, it's like
I mean, no, I mean that some people's attitude is more
yeah.
adjacent to that because
Yes. Okay.
they're like,
Yeah.
I'm at this event and this person doesn't have a lot of like they have clothes on, but like it's because they're a dancer, they're like,
Yeah.
ooh, this is like
It's funny because I actually have a lot of clothes on usually because I usually have like 2 pairs of tights and like a thing under the actual thing and like because I have to. Like, it's funny. It's funny. Even like I was wearing a provocative outfit in the musical I was in, as you know. I was very clothed. I had like 6 layers on, you know?
I know,
Like
but it's the perception,
I'm
though,
almost
right?
more clothed. I know. But anyway, I feel that I've gotten closer to the feeling of at least like at least people have treated me more like that than like people I know, right?
Yeah,
In
yeah,
my
yeah.
life. And I've thought about this since doing that show. Not that I used to say like, sure, I'd be a stripper if I wasn't an actor. Like, why not? Like, I don't care, right? Like, who
Mm.
cares? I guess I used to have that mindset more. And then when I was doing that show, I was thinking about it and I was like, I think I've gotten as close as I want to. Like, I think I have no issue with nudity or like doing sexual things, I guess. Like, if it was in a movie or something, like, sure,
And
I
it
don't
made
care.
sense.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really care as long as it's not weird. Yeah, like, but that's the thing. When I say it's not weird, if I'm in a movie and it's clear the director has like a fetish and that's why I'm doing it, like, probs not, right? Because that's creepy. But it's because of
Totally.
him and how he would treat that, right? Like, it's because of the people. It's like when I'm like, "Oh, I really don't feel like doing Medusa tonight." It's because of the people and how they will treat me, not because of
Yeah.
what I'm just dancing.
Yeah, yeah.
I went to school and danced. I did dance classes. Like, that's why I'm doing this.
You
I was
probably wore
trained for a
less
job.
you wore less at your dance classes most of the time, probably than you
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like, it's I think I I'm as close as I wanna be, but only because of how others treat me,
Mm,
and it's yeah, I almost feel like it takes the fun out of feeling attractive too, a little bit, you know what I
right.
mean? Because then it's like, I never really got, like, the well, I never used to understand why I mean, I did in some context, but I didn't really understand why what the big deal was around, like, objectification, I guess. Really? I thought I did,
Right.
but I didn't.
Mhm.
Because then I was truly in, like, those scenarios being like, "Oh, no, I see it now, like, I am the object." Like, you start feeling like you're not yourself, like you're
You're
just,
not a
like,
human
a pretty
anymore.
girl.
Yeah,
You're the
not
concept of a
yeah.
pretty girl. It's
But
very weird.
you not a there's no brain in that pretty girl's head, and they don't have thoughts and,
Yeah.
dreams and no, forget all that. They're just
It's really weird to do Medusa and feel like I am selling, like, a concept right now, and then to go back upstairs because what we do it in, like, we do, like, 15 minutes, then we sit for an hour, right? So, like,
yeah.
you do it for 15 minutes, and then you're selling the concept of a pretty girl, and then you go back upstairs, and then I go sit with my bag and my phone and my stuff because it feels like that's a different person. It's
Yeah.
very weird.
Yeah, I could see that. I could totally see that.
It's different than acting. 'Cause that's a character. It's almost like I feel more human because 'cause I'm, like,
But
observing the human condition.
I assumed that you would pretend you were a character when you do Medusa.
I kind of do, but it's hollow. Like, it's just like, it's all I
Sure,
don't
but
speak and
remember when you were
or what?
little and you had, like, you did different shows and you didn't have any lines maybe, or you were like in the background and you'd be like, here's my backstory. And you would have like this elaborate and ridiculous, crazy
Oh
backstory
yeah. Well, they
for a
told
character
you
that
to
has
do
no
that.
lines whatsoever.
They used to tell us to do that, which like makes no sense really. Like, whatever.
I just assumed you would have when you have the lampshade on your head, you've got
I'm a lamp. Like I was born as a light bulb, and then
you're
as I grew
you're
up,
like an alien who has like a
actually, the
lamp.
lampshade was one of the more fun ones, and that wasn't. I was so dressed, and it was a guy's birthday party, so it was that was really fun. I enjoyed that a lot, actually. And that you're right, I did kind of have a character. I was like, "Ooh, I'm a lamp." Like I was like that because it was 1920s inspired. The party was 1920s themed. I was like, "Oh, I'm like a 20s girl." Like that one was fun. When I'm just like when I'm going to like high-end restaurant club spaces and they sort of have a concept for aesthetic for the restaurant, but there's no story or anything. There's no era. Like, yeah, I don't know, you know?
Huh. Okay.
I don't
Interesting.
know. It just
So
doesn't.
what you should do
I
next
think you
time
know
you
what
have
I think I'd get too bored. Like I think what I like about acting is it's like you can react in a way that would be natural. Like
Hmm.
even if I'm in a musical and I don't have any lines, if there are things like when I was a music fan when I was little, if there are things happening on stage, oh, we found out Harold, like that's not even his real name. Like what? Like you know what I mean? If I'm dancing around, I just have to be like I can't express another emotion. I can't be like and go back. Like it's not a story, you know what I mean? I think I get bored. Yeah. So I don't know. I just don't know usually. Think about other things.
next
Also,
time
I don't feel like a great dancer, to be honest. So I'm usually thinking about like, shit, do I look good right now? I'm not like an improv dancer. I'm not good enough for that, really. I just
I
fake it till I
think you
make
are.
it.
Next time I think you should make a whole crazy backstory about how, dancing is your passion and or you have this disease and if you have to dance. If you don't dance, then you'll die. Or I don't know, just some crazy backstory that makes you like inspired that day.
It's true. They also play the worst music
Oh,
sometimes.
do they? That makes it tough.
Yeah. And
Is
then
it like
sometimes the music shuts off when it's keep going.
it's like ravey music? What kind of music is it? Yeah.
It's
Like
not
techno?
ravey, but it's like
Techno?
not.
You like
It's
techno?
like maybe trap. Is that what that would be called? Like with just
Trap,
like
yeah.
the beat with like no words. Doom,
Mm.
doom, it's kind of just that. Usually, because that's the gig I usually do, right?
Mm.
I actually have 2 gigs coming up that are super late at night, and I'm really not.
You could just say no and go.
But I already like said I would.
Yeah, but you have an injury. Anyway, we're back off our topic of OnlyFans.
Wait, I'm curious. So you know my answer now. That I used to think. Sorry, I guess where I was getting to is I used to think that if I wasn't an actor, I would be fine with doing sex work and I wouldn't care and like whatever. And I used to think being a stripper would be fun because you're like in a glittery outfit and you're dancing around. Yeah, I don't feel that way anymore, is what I was gonna say. Um, what if you were, because I mean, obviously men are also sex workers sometimes,
Sure.
but like imagine you're the demographic of like a person who is going to be a sex worker. So like you're like maybe my age and you're like a girl and you have pretty privilege and like I don't know, would you do it?
I don't think so. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I would. And um it's I don't know if I've ever really felt objectified the same way you just described it, but I'm a
Mm-hmm.
guy, so it's a little bit different. But um but yeah, I think that it's just not me. It's not how I'm built. You know what I mean? I'm not built like that. I'd rather just more of a private person. You know what I mean? Like I had friends of mine that would go to the bar and they'd, meet women every time we went and bring them home to their place. And I'd be like, cool, that's not really my MO, but good for you if that's what you
Yeah,
want to
it's like
do.
there's a stranger in my house. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I mean, they're fine. They all settle down and have families. It's all fine. But this just wasn't me. It's not my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
rather,
yeah.
I met girls in the bar and I'd be like, this is great. And I might call them later if I like them, but I'm not going home. That's just not how I roll. So I can't imagine like
Me neither.
getting up on the stage and shaking my booty, you know what I'm saying?
I think okay, wait, I don't know what I was gonna say. I think acting is I think what I like about
acting's closer than like I'm not really an actor either, right?
Yeah.
But you're closer to that because you do perform for an audience.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're not performing in the same way as, you know, a sex worker or, you know, a stripper
Yes,
or whatever.
but I feel like acting, like I'm very willing to like connect with the audience and like be in it with them, I guess. Like it feels very not intimate. I know that sounds so cheesy. But I just mean like when I'm doing Medusa or something like that or like Theater Mama, I feel like I almost have like a shield up and armor because I'm like I don't and
you don't
the
want to
other
connect in
no,
the
I
same
really
way.
don't. I don't love it, honestly. It's fine. But some of the gigs are fine. Yeah, but like some of the girls um I feel like they really do enjoy it.
Mm. Well, some
And
people really like attention no matter what.
well, no, like not even that way. I mean, some of
Oh,
them probably, but it almost, I mean, they're all more dancers. Like, I think they just think of it as like, I'm just like dancing. And maybe I just can't ignore it. I don't know. Like, I don't know. And I also think growing up dancing is a little bit different. Maybe because you get very used to it is different than acting and even singing. Like even like, you know, like they always have little girls doing super like sexual dances like at dance
yeah,
studios.
it's creepy.
Always.
I don't get it.
Always. I don't really either. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't do that. But
No, but we
I
went
think
to some of your shows when you're older and they still had the little kids doing it. And we had to sit through,
yeah.
I had to sit through those to get to your performance, right?
Yeah. I just think like it is very I think you get used to things in a different way when you're a dancer. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah. And I
know.
think the connection with an audience when you're a dancer versus when you're an
It's
actor
different.
is very different. Yeah.
So yeah, and especially because I don't feel that good at it. Like I'm like I don't want to I'm not here like I'm zoning out. Singing and acting like you know, that's very different.
Yeah. I think you're right too. Wanting the connection is very different. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I don't think maybe some dancers feel a connection to the audience. I don't know, but you think that a lot of times they don't actually feel that same connection.
I don't know. I don't know. When I've done
You should ask some of your
no,
friends
well,
that
when
are
I've
true
done
dancers.
dances like at AMDA, like, you know, my
Mm.
finals or whatever, or just a dance in a musical is different, I guess, because it is you're still part of the
It's still
story.
part of the show. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But if when I did like a final or it was like one song,
Mm.
like I still felt like I could connect with the audience and vibe because like there is still like a playfulness about it, or you like I want to just throw the audience a little bone. Like it's the same idea, but something about it in that context gets
Maybe
me
it's,
like spooked. I don't know.
maybe it's the audience expectation probably is a lot
Yeah,
different, right?
probably.
And I think that brings us back to OnlyFans because I think the audience expectation for OnlyFans is probably something sexual. And that's why people are pissed off at Bella Thorne when they're like, ooh, Bella Thorne. I remember her when, you know, when I was a kid and she was a kid and we were, you know, I was watching her on some show and then now she's going to be on OnlyFans. That's amazing. And they plunk down their $20 because they've always thought about Bella Thorne, maybe. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? I think the expectation is something. Sort of like when you do some of your things where the expectation is that it's a little on the fringe a little bit, right? And OnlyFans is definitely out there. Now, from what I was reading, the reason I brought the topic up is because I was reading that, oh, OnlyFans isn't like that anymore. This sort of like what you're saying from Euphoria. Like it's there's more mainstream people and you know, it's not it doesn't have the same stigma, but I don't know if it'll ever lose the stigma. And
No.
and it's not like you've got super A-list celebrities doing it because why would they bother really? Because they can do a movie or a record or
That's the
whatever it
thing
is
is
and
it's
they
never
can
gonna not be like a grind set thing. That's why it feels kind of unclassy for people to like do the monetization thing on Instagram and be like, go to my extra good Instagram page.
yeah, it's way better than this
Why?
crappy Instagram page.
Yeah, I don't know.
um,
It just feels like it shouldn't because obviously people have to make a living, but it feels desperate, you know?
I don't know. I feel like everything's getting back to like when I was a kid and I wanted to watch TV, it was like show, commercial, 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 show, commercial, 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 commercial. And then Netflix came and there was no commercials. And then slowly it's all more
It's
commercials are
all
coming.
come
And
back.
I feel like it's the same thing with like Insta and some of these other things. I feel like they're going down the road of being like, like, it's all free. It's all free. Oh, wait a second. No, now we need you to pay for this because you like it. You know what I mean? And I feel like the shareholders are like, we need more money. And they're like, well, we could always charge people, I guess. And then you're back to like where everything is like a paid thing again. Or tons of commercials. And I thought we were getting away from
I
that.
guess we'll do it back and forth forever, right? Probably. Because then everything will
Maybe.
be paid, and then some random guy will be like, fuck that, and make some company, and then.
Yeah, and some of these companies in the beginning, like Facebook and these companies, they made $0. Like they were losing hundreds of millions of dollars, and then obviously they found ways to
Well,
monetize, right?
and like, I mean, it's good and it's bad in some ways because obviously, like, I like streaming music, obviously. And I will say, I listen to so much more music than I used to. Like, when we got Apple Music when I was like 13, I
Mm,
like had it was so magical, I remember, because I just like finally got to figure out what kind of music I liked and like could explore in a way that I couldn't really before because
right.
I had to pay for everything. But then you find out like how horribly the artists are paid and how
What?
much worse
No,
it
they get
is.
like, what is it, like 1/78th of a cent or something for every stream? Like
So
it's
bad.
crazy bad.
Yeah, so they have to do everything has to be touring now and merch
But
and
But it got a little crazy where they had bands in the 90s and 80s. They released one song that became a hit, and then they're set for life. They had hundreds of millions of dollars, and they were just like done. So, I
yeah.
mean, I kind of see they should have to work a bit. Like, I'm okay with them touring, though now tickets are like $300 for some of these bands, these big shows.
I know. They're how much do they used to be?
Oh my gosh. I remember going to see like Brian Adams for like $40. And that wasn't that long ago. We're talking like,
Yeah,
99, you know what I
it's
mean?
pricey, and it definitely, like, obviously, I'm not a huge concert person, and that's definitely partly why. Because 'cause I'm like, I could buy so many things, and
But it
I
is an
love music.
experience. It is an
Of
experience.
course, and I do wanna go sometimes, but I'm very choosy. Katie will definitely, like, go to random concerts. I'm like, I'm going if I love that artist, like, I don't wanna.
Actually saying to your mom the other day, I wouldn't mind like some of the bands I really want to see, like just I want to see them like I like really badly.
Traveling, right?
Yeah, like go and
Yeah,
look it up and go like, okay, where's this band? Oh,
it's very common.
like uh, sometimes I see online some bands like Counting Crows will be playing like, in like Boston. Well, I could go to Boston. It's not that far. You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah,
places I could go and travel in I know people do that, but I
yeah,
never personally thought of that. Like I was just like, oh, what I could do that if I wanted to. Like I
it's
have
really
the
common.
ability.
Yeah, I mean, like, so Katie's friend Nick, like, he's like a big like concert goer, and they're always making plans to go to a concert together where it's like a smaller artist, but the tickets are still 30-40 bucks.
Mm.
And then they'll like invite me, and then I'm like, I don't wanna go. Like, I don't want to go to this small artist that I've never heard their music and I probably won't like for $40 when it's like it just and then like, it's you have to stand there, and if you don't like the music, like you're not gonna dance, and it's just
But
like,
you're
I don't
also
know.
supporting a new
I will
artist, which is
support
kind of
artists
cool.
I like already, yeah, if I know their music, but I've gone to a couple where I'm like, I don't even like this. Like, you know what I mean?
What's that band you like? Stoplight Observation? Is that what it's
Do
called?
I like them specifically? I
Well,
just know
they
that
had
one song.
the song you love, right?
I used to
Um,
love it, yeah.
I thought they were actually a pretty big band, and then I saw on their Insta not that long ago, they're like playing like a like small little venues all over the US.
I
Like they're
don't think
pretty.
they're big,
No,
yeah.
they're not big at all. They're teeny weeny. But I would go see them. I like a whole bunch of their songs,
Fair,
person.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, of course, I mean, that's what happened with me with Fion. I had no idea. It's really funny.
Um, so OnlyFans, yeah. I guess the media is misled. Media is
I
misled.
just think people are trying to find a story with it. And
Yeah.
it's true that, of course, in anything, is it 100% sex work? No. But how is it going to shake that now?
Well, it's like Cardi B, who just didn't do anything sexual on it at all. It just was like basically the platform she used for premium access to backstage stuff.
But part of that is the intrigue of, oh, Cardi B's using OnlyFans.
Right.
Like,
And
of
that's
course, yeah.
I think that's where the story gets lost.
Yeah.
Like the story gets lost in, oh my gosh, Cardi B's on this? Now, when I looked into Cardi B as a good example, I looked into it. Cardi B did that for one tour like years and years ago and just never did it again.
Yeah.
So, but I think she's still technically on OnlyFans. Like she didn't
delete her account.
Yeah. So she's there. So people go, oh, Cardi B's on OnlyFans. Well, yes.
Is she on OnlyFans?
No.
Yeah. It's
you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like being on LinkedIn. Like,
yeah, I'm there, but if I don't post anything, then am I there?
That's funny.
So I don't think it's mainstream like it used to be. But on the flip side, if people want to do it, I could care less. Like if people want to go and even the biggest celebrity in the world, whoever that is, imagine if Taylor Swift puts something on OnlyFans, like holy moly. She doesn't need to.
People are more thinking the opposite now, where it's like they're thinking they're gonna make their career off of OnlyFans.
Oh, but has that ever even happened?
Not, I mean, what kind of career? They become influencers off of it, sure.
Sure, but has anybody actually done it to become a mainstream singer or actor or anything?
I don't think. Oh, is that true?
I don't know. We need fact checkers.
Music that would happen more easily than acting, because acting, someone has to let you in the room. I'm trying to think.
There's
you know what? Actually, sorry. Yes, that has happened. So in Euphoria specifically, I know that like they love to cast a sex worker and to play sex workers, I think. And there is this girl, Chloe Cherry, who I believe was on OnlyFans and then was on Euphoria.
Oh,
but that's not common, obviously, because a lot of, and I don't know what else she can be in now. Because I don't know. I do think that's kind of dumb. Because if you've ever done sex work, you can't be an actor. Like, what? You know what I mean?
I think that might be changing too with your generation, hypothetically.
I think, but it's still, that stuff is so slow. So yeah, Chloe Cherry's on Euphoria, but who else is going to really be able to do that?
I can tell you why it's slow. The big decision makers at these studios are like me, my age, or older even, right?
Well, would you cast someone who had been on OnlyFans?
Yeah, but I'm not maybe a great example, but they're just older is my point. They just have a different outlook. Yeah.
So I just feel like, it happened to Chloe Cherry, but like, and maybe a couple others, probably, like, I'm sure, but it's not that common for sure. And and then it's like, what other kind of career are they going to have? And I will say, I don't know, I feel kind of bad about this. She seems nice. I don't think Chloe Cherry's that good because she never had aspirations to be an actor, I don't think. Like,
so that makes it difficult too. And that's interesting because because I think a lot of people, from what I've read, a lot of people go on OnlyFans and they're like, oh, this is going to be some quick, easy money. And then in the beginning, I think it's no money. I think the average OnlyFans creator makes not like 20 grand or something. It's not very much. And then the ones that blow up, like a year. And then the ones that blow up, yeah, but that's the average. The ones that blow up there's people making way less. And the ones that blow up, like we talked about, then it's like a 24/7 job almost. So that's not cool either, right? So I don't think, is that worth it? And security and, a lot of things you have to worry about because, unfortunately you're putting yourself out there in a public way that's scary and people, parasocial relationships and all that kind of stuff, right? So, okay. Well, OnlyFans is fine, but we're thinking it's not mainstream. That's the verdict. That's the verdict.
Yeah, I mean, it's mainstream. Well, you know who Bonnie Blue is, right?
No, who's Bonnie Blue?
She's yeah, you do. She was in that video where she had sex with 100 men.
Oh, yes, I do know that is.
But like, she's mainstream but for being an OnlyFans person, right?
Yeah, I guess I mean more like it's not mainstream for big celebrities to come and join OnlyFans. It's not as.
There are some musicians who used to be strippers, though. There are a couple I can think of.
I can see that more than acting for some reason.
Yeah, because in music, no one has to get you in the room and cast you and sign their name on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, usually you're working with someone, but you can release music on your own. It can gain traction, and then they would pick you up.
Yeah.
Or like, even if they picked you up, it's still not like it's still your song.
I still
Like, it's
think
not
they,
like
and
it's.
I think, you kidding me? I think the marketing people would love that. They'd be like, all right, we'll market the hell out of it. Like, we'll use that. You know what I mean?
I don't remember if they did or not. But...
No, but they could. Like, you know, like almost like Bad Boys of Rock and Roll back in the day. Like, they marketed the bad crap they did. You know what I mean? Like, really?
What'd they do?
Well, you know, like they would like destroy hotel rooms and like do all this stupid stuff. And they would be like, yeah, we're bad, you know, or like they'd break all their instruments on stage. And like, you know, you've heard of those
Damn.
things. No?
Yeah, like smashing your guitar, sure.
Yeah.
No one does that anymore. They have
No,
respect for instruments.
exactly.
Which is good.
I agree.
I always have to tell the kids I teach, like, they're not toys. Like, this bin is toys. That's instruments. Like, can't use them as toys. And then they're always trying to pretend they're flipping an egg in a drum. And I'm like, guys, come on.
On that note, have a great night.
You too.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Daughter Knows Best.
Go follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Daughter Knows Best Podcast.
And listen to us on Spotify and now streaming on YouTube.
Thanks so much.
Thanks. Bye.